letting it fall together. I'm letting go for once, forever. Following this map under Father sky is open heart. Golden hair is spun into the lightning whisper to the stars. I turn my eyes into windows to wildflowers, white and black holes. The light meeting in my middle, between two worlds, the pattern move. A pattern grows into a map. How many times I take this path, woven with the vine, walking the red road alive. Jackie, I be the Maya. Jackie, I be the Maya. Jackie, I be the Maya. Flash of white and open sky, awareness seeing eye to eye. A quilt holding the silence of 1,000 rays streaming through time. I reach out my hand to feel the four winds that turn the wheel. The light meeting in my middle, between two worlds, the pattern move. A pattern grows into a map. How many times I take this path, how many times I peel it back. Still the story stays intact. Free my heart of hearts. Mystery of love, don't gush enough. Jackie, I be the Maya. Jackie, I be the Maya. Jackie, I be the
Peace, greetings, woe, hiyoko, chiantamo, osio, sio, uh, henchi, all these good different greetings, Rahul back, peace to everybody tuning in and that will tune in the future. Ni hao, right? Everything. What's good? Talk to me. How you feeling today? Fresh out of surgery and all that good stuff.
Yoko nephew, Yoko, man, I saw the video this morning. You see, hey, fat ass, can you do this?
What's good? Peace to
Hey,
everybody in there.
I said, boy, why the fuck did he had to go mess with my nephew?
Yeah, they don't know. You know, this change has been talked about for a while. Um, and it's time for me to actually loosen up on the information now that I could be more free. So it's like shit, why argue with them when I could just do what they doing to me? You feel me? Like you
Throwing them
trying to
back.
troll me, yeah, you trying to
Yeah.
troll me, but as I feel with any man on the planet, 9.7 times out of 10, I'm more handsome than you. So that means I look better than you. My hygiene is better than yours. I'm stronger than you. I could do more push-ups, sit-ups, squats. I could squat his big ass and he can't squat me. So that should let him know he's out of his league. Like, like come on,
On
brother.
the real. On the
Come on.
real.
Like, it's no reason. Your ass is 5'6", 400 pounds. What? And you got the right to sit your sweaty ass on the Lord's on Beyonce's internet. You feel me? You gonna sit on Beyonce's internet and type that? But yeah, man, I wanted to build today about how people can get their families together. And let them know that many people aren't even disenfranchised. They simply just disconnected. What you think about that?
Oh yeah, only thing they gotta do is go it on and tap in.
Right,
You heard
right.
me,
But
nephew? Yeah,
I heard you. What I'm noticing is, you know how, all right, you know where we come from. We got the saying called checking in, right?
right,
But you check in with the right person, meaning you check in with those of the same kind as you, right?
right,
I wouldn't
right,
go to New York and check in with somebody that's not my same blood type. That's the
right,
same thing that's going on in the indigenous community. They don't know who to check in with. They checking in
right,
with people who don't have their best interests at heart.
right.
So it's like, damn, like, and I ain't gonna lie, when I used to go hard on the little man, because I'm like, damn, this shit done trickled all the way down. You can only go hard at the people at the top because those at the bottom are doing nothing other than what they were taught. And I can tell you in a church way, this is crazy. I actually figured all this shit out.
Right, right. You're absolutely right.
I'll give you an example. You know, people be like, well, grandma go to church or auntie go to church and they don't even read their Bible. We all heard that saying, right? Peace, cuz. What's going on, Shonda? Watch this. Have you noticed the Christian church and the digital tribal communities are the exact same? Ain't
Mm-hmm.
nobody reading the books that they're presenting.
Hmm.
I asked the guy, he was talking about Indians in South Africa. And I say, well, you have people thinking this is about Native Americans. Are you sure this book isn't about Hindustan?
Hmm.
He argued with me up and down that the book was about Native Americans. Yet when he found out it was about Hindustan, everyone knows he didn't correct himself. Instead, he removed my comments, blocked me, and continued to miseducate the people.
Yeah, that's what you call what they call that connotative dissonance.
Cognitive, yeah,
Yeah, the
uh-huh.
content. Yeah,
Cognitive dissonance.
yeah, yeah.
But it's go ahead.
And instead of that, let you know he's not a man, because a real man would correct himself and be like, "All right, y'all, I was wrong. Ain't nothing, ain't nothing wrong with being wrong. Admit of being wrong.
Man,
You just have to,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, you just have to be like, look, y'all, my apologies. I gave y'all the wrong misinformation. It's just like this morning, I put on my page, right? Showing where they got the misinformation from, dealing with HB talking about America is Egypt, because he had got it from another HB. You know what I'm saying? One of the HB who was pushing that was a renegade Moorish American. And then this other dude got connected with him and started talking about America is Egypt and the Mississippi is the Nile. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, what did the indigenous people say? You know what I'm saying? So I did a whole post to show. I mean, they don't want to correct the misinformation. They want to keep on doing the misinformation. So I told everybody on my page, I said, you know what? If you believe that America is Egypt and thus if so, yada yada yada, please remove yourself off of my Facebook friends list. You know, you got people them talking about the Atlanteans. And you know what, nephew? You never heard no tribal people talk about the Atlanteans, but yet the Atlanteans people in them, they only speak about that in the occultic world. They speak about Mu in the occultic world. They
Uh-oh.
don't speak about
Uh-oh.
that into the indigenous
Uh-oh.
world, but yet they want to talk about the Freemasons and stuff and
Yes,
everything,
sir.
but yet you go and get Freemason information. But yet you
Thank
say
you.
these people don't know what the truth is. So y'all just all confused, y'all
What?
all discombobulated, y'all all fucked up, y'all all just misleading. Y'all want to come on real indigenous people pages and then the thing they get me, they want to try to use the
I put
Washita.
this shit on.
They try to use the Washita as a bait. I say, you know what? Y'all keep on talking about MUUR, Mur. I say, you know what language did the Washita spoke in order to say that fucking word? Please show me. Because I will show you where she said who the Washita really was. And if you knew who they really was, you'll know the language of the Washita. So the Washita
Facts.
could never, ever, in the word of Chris Jericho, ever.
Yeah, nah.
Saturday, man, if you come on tonight, yeah. But yeah, they need to stop it. Man, look at genealogy. Talk to your elders and stop making the excuse talking about all my elders gone. They go. I said, okay, well, the elders had children. Go see which one of the
Facts.
children got the information. If it's not the older children, then it probably be the grandchild that they passed it to. Y'all keep on looking at older people to get the information, but it also be the young ones. But stop perpetrating bullshit. This is why you can't get what the fuck you supposed to get. And you say you're an Indian, but you keep on talking about Egypt. How that coincide with one another? How? Because my aunt wore feathers. Okay, Africans wore feathers. That don't mean that they're American natives. You know what I'm saying? That's kinfolks and all, but family have their own rights and their own traditions and their own bands, their own clans. But they don't understand this. So I had one lady, she she in hit me in my inbox and wanted to be friends. I said, I can't be friends.
Where you went at? You went out. Let me try to get them back up and working. I don't know where you went. Paul, where you at? Yeah, I
Um,
don't know. There you go.
yeah, she was trying to request me as a friend. So I went do my investigation and I saw she was talking about um Tamaray or Tamarians and stuff. I said, love. I said, I can't be your friend because of the misinformation that you perpetuate on your Facebook page. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, oh well, no biggie. So I said the only way I become your friend if I debrief you on the misinformation that you perpetuating. So I became a friend on Facebook, and then she talked about, oh, well, he said that this is said America, not Egypt, but I'm gonna use my discernment in my spirit and say he's not telling the truth. I said, oh, bitch, you wanna make a post with me, huh? I said, we gonna go live. So we went live and I bust that ass.
Nah, you went live with her?
Oh, she didn't come on, but I went head
Oh, okay,
on
okay,
and I
okay,
went live,
okay.
but she came in the
Okay. Hold on. I don't know. You keep breaking up, Paul. You might have to drop and come back in. Yeah, he dropping and coming back in. I want to let him finish his
yeah,
point before
yeah.
there you go. You back.
Yeah, so I mean, people with their dissidents, bro. I just can't do it no more. I'm like, fuck it. If you want America to be Egypt, go ahead on and watch motherfucker laugh at your stupid ass when you go among. And that's why you have problems with those that's in the tribal community. And this is why those that look like Mongolians have problem with those who look like us, because those that look like us saying they're Indians, but they're putting out misinformation. If you were putting up right information, they would be calling you no pretendians. They wouldn't be calling you that. They wouldn't be calling you that at all. But
Yeah,
it's like,
that's what make it tough, low key, to defend not tough for me, but it make it tough for me when I say I don't entertain the niggas and I don't help them when they in those situations for the simple fact they cause that shit on themselves. And that's what I mean by disconnected, not disenfranchised. Whoa, me cool, sis, what's going on? Is like this for me. You have people who are indigenous Americans or who have that spirit and that blood, but they are disconnected. They don't know how to be Indian, or excuse me, they don't know how to be what their mothers were. I'll touch on the Indian thing later, but it's very simple for me. If you don't know anything about your tribe, the first thing you're gonna do is start replacing shit you don't know with things that you already have knowledge of. So these people already have knowledge of Kemet or Egypt. They already have knowledge of Hebrewism and Christism. They already have slight information on Atlantis. So, being that they know nothing about the Americas, somebody must have lied about the Americas. Somebody must have been trying to keep a secret, when in reality, all of that information is found in similar places. They just don't want the facts of the matter. Because these niggas had to truly be who they were or be in their natural capacity. A lot of them would fail. That's why it's easy to be an Indian on the internet because can't nobody check you. You don't have no elders. You don't have no structure. You're unifying with random people through social media. So we're talking about digital communities. We're not talking about actual physical communities. So we're dealing with the spirit through the internet or through the web.
And you know what?
Talk
And
to me.
that's why I agree with old girl Kiki that keep on coming after your uncle when she said people are not being checked in, like we said earlier about checking in, because they're just going by and saying anything it's just like we have family members we have to answer to, even though we are caciques or we are makus or we are sheikhs, but we have somebody higher that we got to answer to. If the family member say don't do it, we don't do. Because if we do, then we gonna be done. You see? But them up there just putting out misinformation and misleading people, they don't have nobody to answer to. And this is
What you
why
what you say?
what you say?
If you what you say? If you do, you gonna get that ass white.
Right,
Somebody
right, you'll
gonna
get
whoop that
done.
ass at 30, 50 years old. G shit, same shit, never change.
Right. This is what the problem is. You know, if you say you're a part of a tribal nation, that's your tribal community. The internet is just for your associates, but that's not a tribal community. You never met these people before, but if you do meet with one another, you still don't have nothing in common because only thing you know, well, I know this person was online and they were talking about indigenous stuff, but yet did this person show you ceremony? Did this person teach you language? Did the people teach you medicine? Did they teach you culture? Did they teach you your rights? Did they teach you about your clan? You see what I'm saying? That's the things that are missing. And don't go making up stuff because they're talking about, oh, well, we can't go to the man. Look, let me tell you something. It's been passed over some years. But when I was in the final battle group, one of the dudes, he was a native, right? And so somebody got me blocked. So I thought it was him because I checked him about it. So I greeted him in my language and everything. And that's when I went to speaking in the English to him. I said, bro, if you got a problem with me, dude, you don't have to have my account suspended because number one, I'm not no pretending. How do I know my language if I'm supposed to be a pretending? You know, and this was when they had Lance Brown Eyes and Edward Brown Bear. This was way in the early, what, 2010 and 2011? And this was before there was anybody on the internet speaking indigenous stuff. Because, like I said, I was the only one that was speaking on that on Blog Talk Radio.
Let me do this, right? We have 7 viewers, we 20 minutes in. Um, I have this book and I want to celebrate us reaching 1K for everyone that subscribed. I definitely thank y'all. I appreciate y'all a lot because each one of you helped us get there. Um, I have a question. And if this question can be answered, if this question can be answered, I have a short book, and that book is called Not So Cherokee. If someone watching can comment the first video I've made on this YouTube, I'll send you the book Not So Cherokee for free. And that book doesn't come out for another, what, 3 weeks? So we have a book that comes out on Amazon today, but that one is also up. That was also up for a gift. That's going to be a gift too. So the book is called The Children of the Sun. That's going to be the second text that we let out today for free, but it's the first book of the Red Fire. So you have an option. You have the red, what is it? The Not So Cherokee and The Children of the Sun. So those two books. Matter of fact, I'll add a third option. And you can also choose Conquering Cahokia. So if anyone can comment the first video or the name of the first video I made, it has to be exact. So you can leave and go grab it and come back. But if you do that, DM me on Instagram at Nupitu. That's NIITW. So Nupitu. And I'll send you that. I'll actually email you that facts. So once you get it right, just let me know which one you want. And again, that's the Children of the Sun, Conquering Cahokia, and Not So Cherokee. And then after that, we have 4 more that I'll gift out today. Let's see. Um, this is what I wanted to talk about. Let me pull these things up, and I want to talk about being Indian, right? Um, let me see if I can pull this bar up first. And it's not even being Indian. Um, it's like the want to be Indian. And the want to be Indian is greater than the amount of Indian spirit and Indian blood in a lot of people. And I'm going to start here with it. I know many of you can't see or may not be able to read exactly what's on the screen, but this is a text that someone posted on TikTok, so it's a screenshot. And it says chapter 10, being Indian, the South African way. It's by Parvarthi Raman. And what she's explaining is Indian indentured servants were taken to South Africa. The poster only saw Indian, took it, put it on TikTok and said, hey, look, they've been shipping our people to South Africa. To which I had to ask, are you sure this isn't dealing with Hindustan? And he responded, why would it deal with Hindustan, or why would it be with Hindustan? The words are very small, but he's not understanding that he made a grave mistake by simply keywording shit in books. So this, or the author, Miss Raman, she's an author of about 5, 6 other books. None of them deal with Native Americans. Now, I asked him, or I told him that Hindustan is a long form of Hindi or Hindu, as Stan or Stan in Persian means a land or a country. It's a fact. So he asks, who were the people that were called Indians in the 15th and 16th century? Which we're going to answer here on this beautiful map, which you can find in the 1800s. You also can find a map in the 17th, 16th, and 1500s where India is considered Hindustan or India. So just because a European called people over here Indians doesn't make them Indian. And just because they did that doesn't mean every time you see the word, it's dealing with indigenous Americans. For India is called Hindustan because the name originated from the Persian word for the Indus River, Shindu. The Persians, starting around the 6th century BCE, adopted the Sanskrit name for the river to Hindu and added the suffix stan, meaning land or country, calling the region around and beyond the Indus Hindustan. Hindustan. The name was later used more broadly and has continued in use, especially in Hindustan. So you have people, and here is the author. You have people that are willing to mislead you. Like they really don't they don't care about you. And they're willing to post misinformation like this simply to get your attention. And you know what's the craziest part about it all? The algorithm, excuse me, is going to push it. If you make a video right now about how to bring your family back together, I guarantee you that video is not going to get over 200 views. But if you make a video saying they took Native Americans into South Africa, but your proof is a book written about the 1900s, and they're bringing people from India or Hindustan into South Africa, and the person knows this and don't tell you that, or you half-ass read the little clip they got there and you run with it, you doing the same thing people do in the church. The same thing you say that your elders do in the church.
They ain't making it no better.
You doing the same thing. How many times do we see people post books, quotes of books, and it might even be okay, matter of fact, so a ton, check me out, a ton race, send me, you get one of the three. You could have the Children of the Sun conquering Cahokia or Not So Cherokee. And Reese, I sent you conquering Cahokia, and that was on me. So you could choose from the other two, cuz let me know which ones you want or which one you want.
But this is what I want to say too, nephew.
Talk to me.
Before you get more into that, it's like you get a lot of people that say, "Oh, the Europeans lied to us. They lied to us. They lied to us." But yet you run to their information to try to validate the bullshit that you believe in. But yet, when we had anthropologists and archaeologists, people that put their credentials on the line, that came out and told the motherfucking truth. So how is it that y'all say that the Europeans lied, but yet these people coming around telling the truth that, oh, that the people in the Southeast are what? Or what? But they know the real people they was talking to. That's why they came on our podcast. Why no other person that got a podcast ever had an archaeologist or anthropologist to ever come and speak on their show to validate what they say? Because what they say is bullshit. That's why.
Facts. Well,
Out of all
it's
these shit, go ahead, nephew. Go ahead.
oh nah, go ahead. You can take off.
Yeah, because you know all them that's in that tribal cyber, tribal cyber. Tribal cyber community.
Hey man, you be coming up with these phrases off the dome. That shit crazy.
That's my rap shit. That was going back in my rap days. Man, the Tribal Cyber Community, the TCC, right? The TCC, they can't go. They can't go. That's the acronym. That's the abbreviation. That's the abbreviation, the TCC. You know what I'm saying? They
No.
can't go and get, okay. I'm waiting for them. I'm waiting for all those who came behind me, who been out there to come and have an archaeologist and an anthropologist and those that's all in the academia world to come out that actually telling the truth about what wind up happening in the southeast, because we had to teach them. They had some things, but they was like,
Facts.
oh shit,
Mm-hmm.
oh, these dudes must really be who they are. See, when you know who you are, that's when they be like, oh shit, these niggas really is who they
Yeah,
say
they
they are.
know. Facts.
They know.
Because what happens when they talk to other tribes and they get the information they got from the people that those tribes considered niggas?
Right,
That shit be
right,
shocking. Because
right.
the people are talking about a priesthood in the Cherokee, but they're studying, so we're all students. But they didn't know the things they were looking at were pre-Cherokee until we started to point out things from the priesthood. We didn't give them any secrets. We just gave them things that are sacred that you can see with your naked eye and you may not notice because you don't know the science behind it. So said that to say that same thing that was going on then, ritualistic ceremony, right? Recreating sacred time, having different orders. The same people that hate them today would have hated them then. That's why they hate nigger Masons, but will go quote the Oriental Freemasons. But they hate nigger Masons, but they'll go quote Augustus LaPlonge. But they don't like nigger Masons. But then they'll tell you, I'm a Mason because I was born from my mother. And if you ask them, well, where's your mother's house? And they say, I don't know. And you say, I thought you came up out of her. So these niggas take half-ass information, throw away what they don't want, what they don't agree with, and that's fine. But they throw away things that's truth and that's facts to deal with belief and opinion. You know that the land we call America existed for millions of years. You know there were people here too. And you know there were cultures and languages. You know that you were a part of that, but you don't know how to be that. All you know how to be is everything you were taught once that culture seemed to die off. So that's why America gotta be Egypt, because you know about Egypt. That's why Memphis, Tennessee has to be Memphis, Egypt. But then if I ask you, well, why is the word Greek and not Kemetiu or not Suf as the people would have called it, you ain't got no answer for me. If I ask you, well, if America is Egypt and the Mississippi is the Nile, why do other Israelites call the Mississippi the Euphrates? What's going on within the doctrine that the believers in the
Right,
doctrine don't even agree? See, you want
right.
me, a non-believer, to agree with you when niggas that's in the same doctrine as you don't agree with you. This is the same
I
thing that's
pointed that
going
out.
on in the church.
Pointed that
This is
out,
why
nephew, because uh-huh.
this is
Go
why I
ahead.
don't debate. This is why I don't debate. I always end up teaching niggas for the simple fact that I take them back to their religion and make it what it is, a fucking religion. America is the land of Shem. How could America be the land of Shem when Shem got a daddy, so his daddy ain't got no land?
Hmm,
How could it be the land of Noah if Noah ain't got that? Noah got a daddy.
hmm.
So we gonna start naming the lands after biblical characters, but you an Indian though. This why them people get on your
Right,
ass.
Right.
Because you'll say
Right.
this is the land of Shem, and Africa is the land of Ham. And I'll say, but don't they got the same mama and daddy? You will say, yeah, but they different. You see, dumb shit. That's why I don't argue or debate the religion because
Horace Butler got them people confused as the fuck. He took it about, oh, it's not Jerusalem, it's Jerusalem, and that's down here in in Peru or in Costco. And I'm like, man, stop lying to the
okay,
fucking
now,
people, man.
now, here's the funny part, right? To say Jerusalem, that's an actual now Valley word. Salam, like Asa, like it literally peace, literally is in the Nile Valley. I can show anybody in the hieroglyphs right now. Salam or shalom properly is in the glyphs. So what niggas don't understand is the so-called Kemetiu and the people y'all want to be the Hebrews actually had trade with each other. They warred with each other. They were friends and allies sometimes. So you have the Hittite Empire and the Hittite Empire. You have the Hyksos, or better yet, the Amahu. But these are people that came into the land speaking the language that they want to be Hebrew. Here's the question. Why did the language come down into Egypt from the northeast from the northeast as opposed from the southwest if the language came from the Americas?
Hmm.
I can show you how the language came into the Nile Valley and the people got pushed out and certain words stayed into the language, like Baal. So you see Set, who is known as Sikte in his proper name, the Greeks call him Set, but now when somebody come into the land, Sikte is now known as Baal. So let me ask this question. At what point did Baal leave the Americas as a man, conquer the land of Sumer, Chaldee, Babel, Uruk, Akkad, Sharni, Ashur, and Ur? 7, those are your, there go your towns right there that make up Sumer. At what point
Mm-hmm.
did the Americans, any group, leave the Americas, conquer Sumer, then come down into the Nile Valley to build the pyramids? You would at least have to show me this 27,000 years ago, being the bottom of the pyramids have been dated to 26,000 years. Look it up. You're dealing with a nigga that studied this for real, that speak the language and that know the people and that can add the Sudanese on right now. I know
That's
the
family.
people.
Right.
That's family on blood.
We
So
ain't got
at
no problem
what
with her
point,
admixtures.
and watch this, they the ones who be hyping me up the most on TikTok. Keep doing what you're doing, cuz. We know y'all the real Americans. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep dropping the proper information. But don't forget your admixture. This is why a lot of niggas get hate too. Remember, people were trying to slander me on TikTok, and somebody say,
Mm-hmm.
you look Mandinka, and I say I am. My granddaddy Cuffy Wilson is Mandy. When the person said, oh yeah, I can't even troll you. You acknowledge your admixture. I don't give a
Right.
fuck. People go hunch, bro.
Right.
Every man watching this done put himself in a woman that ain't no black woman. So you niggas risk the chance of having an admixed child, but you will get up
Right.
here and call yourself a full blood Indian, nigga.
Right.
Please.
Right.
Don't throw
I'm
them down
good.
like that, God.
But cause it gotta be for the simple fact when we teach, right? If I say, okay, well, my our bloodline is pre-Mississippian. Before the Mississippian era, you already had Temple Mounds.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody would say, you're wrong. The Mississippian culture is classified by Temple Mounds, and I'll say, nah, Mississippian culture is actually classified by corn or maize agriculture. And the nigga tell me I'm wrong. Not understanding that maize came into the land way before the Mississippian era, but the intensification happened with the new people and for a new reason. So now everybody started to get this shit. But if you had the maize in your town, you was considered to be a leader or a what? A Miku, right or wrong.
Facts.
Right. Right.
So if the maize is in your town and you're a Miku, but you're a part of the brotherhood, you would be a what? Mikutani, correct? Now,
Right.
all the people in the brotherhood, they do this thing which they call smoking the peace pipe.
Right.
And the Lakota, who are Kutani, you hear it in the fucking word, do the same thing today.
You're
And the
absolutely right.
Lakota was at Cahokia, yeah? And the Yamasi or the Yama were at Cahokia, huh? And
Yeah.
different Suwan groups were there, and the Yuchi were there, and the Muskogee came in, and the Cherokee came in too.
Mm-hmm.
So now you get something called Chi Chi Miku or Chika Miku, which becomes Chika Manga. And Manga and Miku also become Mingu from Mingwe, letting you know that the Iroquois had their hands in it too.
Mm-hmm.
So before the Mississippian era, there was a union that existed, which everyone was beginning to start corn or maize intensification. They
And that's when
added
the
cotton
dance
to the
began.
land. And that's
Mm-hmm.
when what? Go ahead,
And that's when the
pardon me.
dance began. And that's when the
That's
dance
when
began.
thank you. That's when the dance began. So
if you
if
know, you
you
know.
you feel me? If you run this back, you will see something. But it's a way that people unify. It ain't got to do with no fucking tribal name. It got to do with your family spirit. And it has to do with what the fuck you know. And excuse me to my aunties watching, but it has to do with what the fuck you know about your family.
Right.
Nothing matters. Facts. Hey, what he say? Chill. Chill. Hey, listen. And when we look at it, you have people say, well, we're the Mississippians, and the Mississippians are the oldest. What they have failed to realize is that the Mississippian era and the Mississippian culture are both named by who? Fucking Europeans. Last time I checked, era and culture ain't come from us.
Facts.
So when you deal with the Mississippian era, a European has told you at this point in time to this point in time is what we consider the Mississippian era. Here's the fucking dagger. No indigenous person ever considered it that. That's like calling yourself Kemethi U and saying, I lived in the 4th dynasty. Egypt ain't have no fucking dynasties. And Kemet knew no fucking pharaohs.
Right.
Do you know who you're talking to? There
That's
is
an
no
ethno
Mississippian era.
That's an
Ain't no
ethno
Mississippian era. Facts. Somebody else called the river Mississippi, and the Europeans said, hey, so when they crossed it, that had to be the beginning of the era. But niggas been coming across there.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Daggum.
Yeah, Wale Origins is dead, bro. When you come back to this page, the name will be changed. I'm going to teach you everything you needed to be taught. You don't have fucking beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes. That shit come from our cousins in the South.
Right.
So how the fuck does your language have words for beans, greens, potatoes, and tomatoes if you wasn't a part of the ceremony, brother? That's the only way you
Right.
got it. You had to be a part of the trade group.
Talk to him.
Right.
You had to
Right.
be a part of NATO for somebody to give you they 3%. Because if I teach you
Right.
this like the army, I can. When the Yama and the Yuchi unified, that became the biggest trade confederacy in the world. It stretched from
Right.
fucking Canada all the way to the bottom of South America. This is why you
Sure
have
did.
Peruvians that was mixed in with the Wale. I don't
Right.
think y'all really want to hear this, bro. Y'all really want to hear this? Do y'all really want to hear this, bro? And we hit
Look,
1,000, so I could drop some shit now.
look, and what this month's supposed to be? Last
Man,
month they had
rock out, cuz. Rock out.
last month they had what Christmas Columbus Day. This month is
Ah,
American Native month.
None of that shit matter. Get your family together. None of that shit matter. Create your own holy days. That's what holidays supposed to be, but ain't nothing holy because you celebrating somebody else shit while being mad at your grandma for going to church. And your grandma
Right.
got her Bible. I bet you your grandma got a King James 1611. She got her 88 books. I guarantee you fuck niggas ain't got 88 books on the topic we talking about right now. But you got the nerve to look down on grandma because she worshiped Jesus. But you left the church and you don't have no spiritual system today. You tell me you communicate with your ancestors, but you do it by way of English. I guarantee you, you're not on their vibe. Y'all do not vibe
Mm.
together, brother. Y'all not
Mm.
on the same wave.
And you can't do ceremony in English either.
Facts. So I don't know what wave you surfing on, but you about to crash out. You niggas be dancing around a circle singing in English. That what you
Yo,
do?
man, yo,
But you
wearing
have the
shoes, walking
nerve.
on them.
But you have the nerve to ignore grandma. You have the gall to ignore your auntie simply because they're in the church, and you hop your stupid ass online and think you're the better Indian than them. You hop online and believe you know more than grandma because you call yourself Shah, Amaru, Cherokee, Choctaw, and you say Choctaw too. Choctaw, Seminole, Akamaki, Yamasi, Wale from the Southeast Band of the Wind Clan. You guys have to stop that shit. Stop
Of
it.
she, the Wind Clan of she.
She, yeah, if she, like, stop that shit, man. Because think about this. And I sat there and thought about it. I said, when COVID hit, that was the true dimensional shift.
Mm-hmm.
When we were in 16, 2017, 2018, we literally was finishing off that past cycle. When
Mm-hmm.
everybody started to get sick, a lot of them found out that if you did not have soul, you were going to die. That was a part of the spiritual rapture. This is in every culture. This is in every culture. When that changed, the vibration changed. Everybody could not stay on this planet for the simple fact they weren't vibing high enough and or may not have been vibrating low enough because it's people that was doing evil shit that make sure they stayed here. This is why baby
Mm-hmm.
blood is the renewal, or blood period is the renewal, because you lose blood, you get more blood, right? Start to regenerate,
Mm-hmm.
right? Revolution, not evolution. I've been taught you this. So during that dimensional shift, the government literally chose people who they knew had the biggest audiences, but these were religious people. They
Mm-hmm.
went to the Israelites and they got niggas like, we know the truth, roll the corn. And they, hear me out. They went
Cherry
to the Moors.
potatoes.
They went to the Moors like Ali Muhammad. They went to because he's a fucking Muslim Moor. He's a real Moor. He know he got that So they then went to niggas who studied Kemet. So they went to Young Pharaoh and they went to niggas like Earth Speaks. And all these niggas got paid to teach you niggas the wrong information because they knew you were going to follow the leader. That's one thing about niggas. They need to follow the leader.
And why is that? Because they got daddy issues.
They have daddy issues.
Follow a
So,
motherfucker they think the leader.
cuz facts. But Pete ain't gonna lie, nobody ever noticed all these people who are doing the misleading used to be musicians.
Huh?
Ain't nobody, y'all not peeping that. See, you get mad at grandma when she tell you, you got to be careful what you listen to, because when Lucifer put his spirit into that music, it can change who you are. This is called tone, sounds, vibration, and DNA molecules.
Yep.
Dr. York Ben wrote a book about it and told niggas how tone, sounds, and vibrations actually change
your genetics.
The molecular structure. It change your genetics. Facts, cuz. So lick me, stick me, suck me, F me. Lick me, stick me, suck me, F me. That's all.
Kill a nigga, shoot a
Come
bitch.
on. Kill a nigga, rob a nigga. This all the niggas. So you asking why is the community like this? Look at the chanting going on in the hood. Look at what you're conjuring up. Look at the energy that you're conjuring up. So
from all the NBAs and all them there.
from my generation to y'all generation to the generation before, playing in that lower energy is why I ain't do nothing but see red. Yeah, because you was in your lower self. All you could see is red. You didn't know how to come up out of your ass. That's why you consider an asshole when you get upset. If I could teach the science and told you sperm or semen starts as a thought, travels down the spine, goes to the ass, goes back up the spine to the brain, then come back down to your ass and come out your penis. This is why you start off in your mother's womb as an asshole. Niggas will think I'm crazy. But science. So all of us are naturally assholes, but we're put here to rise above that lower seat or that seat, right? But there's so many points that if you only get stuck in the 9, you will be limited to, you know what I'm saying, to these 9 plus that planet, which we consider X. Oh my God, man, I don't want to, man, I got too much science for these people. Not once did I mention one, you feel me? But this is universal. And when you have somebody playing on that emotional seat, facts, for both facts, when you have somebody playing on that emotional seat, they become just like that, right? A lot of this information is new. So when it's new, you feel like a child, you're a baby. So now the Piper comes through and bruh playing that flute. Now you following behind him, dancing to his beat, and he's taking you out your town. Not disenfranchising you, but disconnecting you. On blood, are you ready? The indigenous people have their own Pied Piper called Coco Pelli.
Which was a nigga.
Which is a nigga with dreads that used to come. Oh my God. Listen. You have to listen to what these people are saying, because if you don't have the money to keep up, you're not going to be able to keep up. If you don't have the money to buy these books that they're showing, then you're behind. Every book that I've showed you on my platform, did I not physically have it too?
Yes, indeed.
Because
yes, indeed. And you told a motherfucker, you better not debate me from no PDF file.
What? Don't debate me from no PDF, because if I find the PDF and then I can find the physical book, I guarantee it's 100% chance those are 2 different books. Something is missing and something is added.
A lot of things been modified.
Thank you. This is why they putting this shit digital. But nobody ever watched the movie. What's the movie? Fahrenheit?
Yeah.
With Michael B. Jordan. They burnt
Yeah.
all the books and put all the books on the computer. And people who remember reading the shit is like, bruh, that ain't what the Constitution used to say. And
Right.
don't nobody know how to write fucking cursive no more. So now you
Mm.
can't even read original documents. So what
Mm.
happens in 2080? Your grandchildren can't read cursive, and the niggas reading them cursive, and the print is coming up on the screen.
Mm.
That's the same thing these people doing to y'all with these PDFs.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I started a book club and said, you know what, shit. If y'all can't afford the books, bro, y'all boys just come to me. I just take pictures and send the shit or print it and send it. If I got the PDF, hit me up.
You
I got
sure
it for
did.
free. If you
You
family, you
sure
can get
did.
it for free. If you not family,
Sure
hit me up.
did.
I put a package for you. I'll show you every PDF I got. For real, come on, cuz. I'll show you every PDF I got. You could pick your favorite 10. Out your favorite 10, just shoot me that 85. If I was you feel me? Shoot me my 85. I just gave you 10 words. We're talking languages, bro. Man, ask Sean about the dictionary I put together for him. I'm putting this dictionary together. This bitch got 7, 8 different indigenous languages. How much you think them crackers will sell that for?
Thousands.
I got the answer. They wouldn't fucking sell it to a nigga. You know why? They're only gonna sell it to anybody that's enrolled in a tribe, and you gotta have your tribal ID to put it in to buy it. But somehow I got them all.
Mm-hmm.
So if I say I want 100, all I'm asking you to do is pay attention.
And look, and then the kick thing is,
Cuz say
when you
5K.
when you got
Shit, more
people
than that. More than
when
that.
you got when you got people that trying to lie about what they showed on the internet and when they came on my podcast and everything,
Oh
nephew was
shit.
like, this motherfucker lying to our face.
That's Granny dog,
Like,
bro. You don't know this.
like,
You don't know this. Oh, I know. I did know this.
Go ahead. Oh, I got you.
yeah. And so we like when we got the book, we was like, oh, this the book that the motherfucker had saying that we was being disingenuous. Okay, motherfucker, we about to destroy you.
Finna whoop that ass. Facts. Finna whoop
Whip
that
that ass
ass.
with your own books.
Oh,
You
that
know,
that that that's not the book I showed. And I'm sitting there like, bro, you know I was recording you talking about that book. I never heard about that book. So as you talked about it, I definitely hit screen record. You ain't got
right.
me talking about that. That's a different book. You know what? I'm just really gonna make a video about you using this book, and then you tell me if I'm tripping. The fuck nigga
Right.
say he's being disingenuous. Like how? How? Bro, the man say, we came to ask for land, and they told us we got to go further east. And we was gonna cross with 1,000 people, and when we crossed with 10,000. So the people fired off on us. I bet. I bet. I bet. Tell me who wouldn't have. If you say, yeah,
Right.
y'all got 1,000 people, yeah, y'all could cross the river, but y'all got to walk straight through our town and go directly to where y'all need to be. And as they
Those
walking
times.
through the town, them niggas looking around and seeing all the women and seeing the corn and seeing these big chiseled men and these short dwarf men and all of these big beautiful temples and all of these beautiful animals and all this game and everything. And they say, you know what?
You
We
gonna
gonna go
take it.
to we gonna come back tomorrow, cause we a little, we left some of our things over there. We want to go get some of our stuff because this is gonna be a long trip. And them motherfuckers pop up at the crack of dawn as the
Mm,
sun is finally touching the graces of the
mm,
Missouri and the Mississippi. And
Mm.
that glare of that beautiful mound, which they knew as Monk's Mound, which was the
Mm.
mound of the Mikutani, shadow cast over them. Them people invaded Cahokia with 10,000. And then they fucking lost. And they went back to the fucking Rocky Mountains and set
Mm.
amongst a council with two other nations, one known as the Mingwe and the other one known as the Musquas. And
Mm-hmm.
together they decided to invade the
The
East.
southeast, the east. Yep.
This is how you get the story about the Cherokee killing off the priesthood, which is known as the Ani Kutani, and the people who are the Kituwa, the Ani Gitua. Now, Gitugowi, right, or Gitagawi is called a clan in Cherokee, yet somehow you would find that it means gatherer. The same word as Kituwa, which is the same word and same thing in Reese language. Reese would say Akuwa, Akuwa, to gather, or the place in which we gather. In the East, we would say Akidua, Akitwa. Yet somehow the Cherokee came in and invaded these people and turned that into a clan while claiming they killed off the priesthood. So the want to be Indian is greater than simply being. You have to know these things to put this stuff together. Cause say, like asking to bring your friend to a nigga house
To bring the
and you
whole
bring
hood
your
there.
whole hood there. Facts. If you say, hey, bro, I need a ride, bro, you going to the party? Yeah, I'm finna pull up. I'm gonna grab you. Hey, bro, if it's somebody else with you, ask my dogs. I'll pull off.
You left.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't tell me food ride. Yeah, I might ain't even got nothing against food. But it's how you do business. You don't do shady business. And they did shady business, got their ass kicked, and they came back with tenfold. And eventually they took over Cahokia and they marched their way into Tennessee, the Ohio, and your Tennessees and your Kentucky. And they made their way into North Carolina. And then they made their way into Georgia, and South Carolina, and Alabama, and Mississippi. And see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They did that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's at that point a European said that is the beginning of the Mississippian era. It's at that point to stop them from conquering all of the land. Somebody said, look, 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 we'll give y'all ceremonies that y'all can take with y'all.
Why the
Go ahead.
Right.
hmm To keep y'all from killing everybody and even killing yourself, we're going to give you these ceremonies.
6:30.
So
Wow.
the Iroquois
That's
or
when the
the
party.
Mingwe at that time and the Lenape were invited into the Brotherhood of the Pipe. And this culture lasted until the late 1600s. So you ask, why can you find words from all of these different or tribes that we know today in tribal languages that may be so far distant or by people that are so far distant? It's because there was a culture which unified all of these people. All of the people were not the same. All the
Right.
people didn't come from the same place. But what they understood was one thing human anatomy understands. that biology understands. Preservation. Preserving oneself. That culture was a beautiful culture. You have signs and symbols from many different people, which were brought together in order to create a lingua franca or a linga franca, a trade language. The people say now that we agree to have this trade language, the word for agree is yama. Yama means to be agreeable. It means yes, to acknowledge, to adore, but it also means to be a friend, to be a companion. It means to be gentle, to be timid to one's friend, right? So that became the name of the language. And the people, the beautiful people, for the dark skin they were given were considered to be what? Children of the sun.
Mm-hmm.
And the people who came out of the earth were considered to be the children of the land. And those who said that had come down from the sky were the sky beings or the star beings. Those that came out of the water to grace the beautiful land with their presence were there too. And together, the four winds actually seemed as one. This is how you get true quality. Every man is man, but he's a son and he's a brother. But that man is also a partner too. But every mother is a sister. She's a future grandmother. She's a partner too. That's how they saw it. That's what made the culture beautiful. Is that if you were a part of it, you were seen as being one. You were seen as we the people, us. Whoa, us. And if you were a beautiful people, maybe in Cherokee they say whoa dee or whoa they, right?
Hooty hoo!
Stop playing. So there's a beautiful culture that you don't have to call it Atlantis. You don't have to call it Jerusalem or Greece or Sumeria or none of that shit. Because in our so many different languages, whether it was Isi or Isa, whether it was Mano, whether it was Mali, whether it was Utagi, the land was the land. The people were the people. But what we're looking at now is the people who don't understand the land and don't truly understand the people can only tell you or teach you about what they know. Fair is fair. They only know how to be Egyptians. They only know how to be Israelites. But if America is Egypt, my great elder on the call on the panel asked someone, said, well, shit, if America is Egypt and you supposed to be the Nasut Biti, when is the last time you did the Zed Fest? You see, if you claim America is the first Egypt, you have to talk to us about the ritualistic ceremonies that took place. And are you still practicing these ritualistic ceremonies? You'll tell me no. So are you really Kemetiu? We're talking about being practitioners of cultures that you claim or say that your people were a part of.
But they don't even know about the triad. They talk about, oh, Memphis is right there in Tennessee. I said, that's not the name anyway. Y'all saying Memphis. It's not Memphis. It's called Menefer. You had
Menefer.
Om,
Facts.
you had Om, Menefer, and Thebes.
Now, having the town of On, Memphis, and Thebes, Hermopolis, all of those are Greek.
Right.
Now, if someone said Zahutwi or Zahutawi and asked a nigga who said America's Egypt, what does Zahutawi means?
Hmm.
And how did it become Hermopolis? Who was the main deity in the land of Menefer?
Hmm.
And at what point was Nefertum birthed in the pantheon of gods?
Hmm.
Because if y'all took this information to Egypt, you should be able to teach me the root of this information.
Hmm.
You're Israelite. You say the first language in the Americas was Hebrew. And I asked, well, what language does the word Hebrew come from?
Hmm.
You're going to have to explain to me that it doesn't come from a language called Hebrew, nor was there a language called Ibri, as the person who called Abraham Ibri was not speaking Ibri because he was on the other side watching Abraham Ibri. Dagger, it's a fucking action. So what language was Abraham speaking when he came into the land or would have left the land? See, you see what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. I
Hmm.
can do this all day. Hagar is said to be the daughter of Imhotep. For when she was sent on her way after Abraham did her wrong, her God appeared to her and she said, Elroy. Elroy in Hebrew or so-called Hebrew means what? The God that sees. So it said her God, stating that her God was different from the God of the man that had taken her back to his place. So in your pantheon, which American deity is Elroy? And I dare somebody to say Yahola, because here I go. I'm gonna set your stupid ass up while I'm telling you. I dare you to say Yahola.
Hmm.
Find any deity in the Americas that doesn't have parents or doesn't have brothers or doesn't come in sets. But America is Egypt. And because the Mississippi has 7 streams, whoever said that can't fucking count. Times that 7 by 1,000. The Mississippi has 7,000 different streams which come into it to create that one river. And it's still not the longest river in the Americas. The Missouri is. Dagger.
Hmm.
Fucking dagger.
Hmm. Hmm.
There's
Hmm.
nobody for me to debate. Everybody is my fucking son. They're my children. And if you're not my child, you're my elder.
Right.
Debate the 7 streams in the Mississippi. There's 7,000.
They talking trying to use the book of Isaiah.
Listen, imagine using the book of Isaiah to teach some shit, but you ain't even got it in its original language, nor do you have it in an indigenous language to teach it properly. If it's supposed to be from the Americas,
Right.
the same script used for Aramaic is what gave birth to what we even consider to be Arabic today. Do niggas really want to have this conversation? Because how do you say you are Hebrew without admitting that Islam come from the same bloodline as the Hebrews? Ishmael was the first son. So if we go by simply off Ishmael being the first son, because we always have the uncle and the nephew fighting over the throne, it happens in every generation. Horus and Set even fought over the throne at one point. So what was really going on? Ishmael was promised to have a nation that would be able to conquer anybody. It would be a forceful nation, large. What nation is that in the Americas? Being that, again, America is Egypt, and all of those stories took place over here. Ask a Hebrew indigenous American. This is what I'm going to call them. What is the so-called Hebrew word for maize? Not corn or grain, but maize. And then ask them, when was the word for maize added into biblical texts? Ask them, what does Dunbar mean? Ask them, what does Dagon mean? Dagon. I'll tell you what Dagon means. Dagon means corn, grain, kernel, or wheat. Or it means to be plentiful. So you look up the word Dagon in the so-called Hebrew language, and it doesn't mean maize at all, because the people that spoke or were speaking Hebrew at the time didn't adopt a word for maize until the 1700s. And it's a fucking reason for that, because the Hebrew language today wasn't created until the 1700s. This is an actual fact. Look it up. It's Yiddish. So what niggas are calling Hebrew today wasn't even the language that was spoken during the so-called ancient times of these ancient Hebrews. What they're learning today is Yiddish, it's German, it's a Germanic language. It's European, Indo-European in origin, to be factual with you. But when we get to Aramaic, which wasn't called Hebrew and gave birth to Arabic, you find out that these are brother or sister languages. So while someone who speaks so-called Hebrew says Shalom Lek, and someone who speaks Arabic may say Assalamu alaikum or Shalom, and then you find out that same word is in the now, but was adopted by people who spoke Germanic languages because they didn't have the actual language, and they gave you niggas the mixed language, separating you or disconnecting you from the tones, sounds, and vibrations that were spoken in the ancient world. But these are the niggas that want to talk about that the Americas are Egypt, or that America is Egypt. America is Egypt, but these niggas never show you where Sudan at. America is Egypt, but these niggas never show you Zimbabwe. America is Egypt, but they never show you Ghana
or Nubia.
You know why? Because these niggas are Caucasians at heart. They have taken Egypt out of Africa just like the Europeans did. Imagine a nigga sitting and telling your 5-year-old child that America is Egypt. Imagine someone telling your child that their ancient people in the Americas spoke Hebrew. These same people same people hating on the family that's in the church while feeding you religion through genealogy, feeding you religion through the want to be Indian. So when you left the church because oh they did this to my family, you ran right to the internet church and let people sauce you up with the same shit that you were supposed to leave behind. And you get called down on it, and then you want to block, delete. Why? It's so much information over here, but you're willing to take Egypt out of Africa and bring it to the Americas.
Hmm.
If you go to any library today, go get any geography book and turn to the world map. Egypt will be called the Republic of Arabia. You niggas perpetrated the same fraud the Europeans did, because them y'all daddy. Don't forget 35% of American niggas got European Y chromosomes. But they cheer on Albert Perry, and you go tell these same niggas to take a DNA test. I don't trust the test. But you trust Albert Perry DNA test, though. Stupid niggas.
And then look at
Come on,
this,
brother.
nephew. Then look at this, nephew. They had one clown. He's a Hebrew, but he claimed to be Cherokee. But he turned around and said that the Mayans are Hebrews, and that and he said that Moses was a Mayan and all that there. And I was like, dude, if that would have been the case, they would have never wait for their God to rain manna from heaven when they had fucking corn to grow. The fuck? I'm like, y'all just saying any old thing. This nigga said that Moses was a motherfucking Mayan, and the Hebrews in them was Mayans too. So if that's supposed to be the case, it's like, well, why they had to be in the wilderness and had a famine then? I never read where it said that the Mayans had a famine. I never read that. And I never heard that from tribal elders. But hey, I digress.
That why I don't play that why I don't play those games. I get straight to it. I'm not doing that. My Moses wasn't no fucking Mayan. We're not gonna do that. So I'm just gonna crush that where it is. Moses was a Mayan. You're creating a religion, and that's literally what the age of Aquarius is about. Everybody, it's about the truth coming out. No, you're being flooded with so much information, you don't know what's right or what's wrong. And it gets to a point where people don't even care what's right or what's wrong. They just simply be happy that they got new information. Hold on, I'm tripping. I got to do another giveaway. So let's give away. We got two. We got two came through, so we got three more. I got a question. I have a question. I have a question. And this is for the book giveaway. I got a question. Let me think of a question. I have a question. Huh. All right, perfect. How many towns, how many towns made up the Yamasee Reserve, which was created in 1707? See, it ain't gonna be easy. You gotta have these answers. If you answer that one, I'll give you two books. I know who gonna find it. But let's see. What else we got? Do we have any questions? Any questions in the chat that anyone would like answered before we do hop off? Y'all know what's the name? I'm about to end it in 6 minutes. He saved me because bro, I sent the link in the comments, Reese. Y'all could have been hopped on.
I
What's good? Oh shit, what's
oh,
good, Carl?
yeah, I'm about to say I'm working. You already know me.
Yeah, okay.
I had tripped it
Okay.
off my mama. Said my mama said, "Why cousin cursing like that?" I said, "Them boy now puss them off." Let them get you like that. You know that feeling when you
Hey,
start getting
Carl.
like had to be ready to bump somebody's ass off.
I swear to God. That why you didn't hear me apologize before I got started, cause I
No,
want the
you good.
headbutt a nigga, auntie.
You look, cause I had she and they cooking for matter of fact, my oldest aunt, she in town today, her birthday today actually, so they got a party going on tonight. We the
True.
family and stuff getting together, so she and he putting the food down and stuff, and you've been going then. So she been like, oh that them boys right there. She like, well, why I don't see them? I like, we in the group chat. He teaching right now and whatnot. Right after I said that, you got cursed out, right? She said, well, why cousin cursing like that? I said, man, them boy, puss him off, mama. He be all right. Just give him about 10 seconds. He can simmer down.
So
Hey,
that I had to catch myself and apologize to everybody that I started back. Like, man,
you're
I,
good, man.
I wish I could headbutt me a nigga right now, boy. I swear to God, they got me so mad.
Hey, that little cursing you can't touch
Let's
me.
see.
She cursed up a storm when she
That
ready now. That's why she ain't tripping. She just ain't never even cut up like that.
let's see. So it's in the blood. It's in the blood.
Tell him to
Hey,
show him my
hey,
punch,
come
all my
on up. I
punches.
got.
Matter of fact, she wants y'all to let me show y'all what she making and stuff. That's
Oh no, what she cooking up?
crab. Well, that's crab salad right here, isn't it? Yeah. That's about to be crab salad here. I don't know what else about to be right here. Macaroni or something? No, that could be more crab salad. More crab salad. She got the
True.
green beans rolling. I don't know what she doing with the egg. I cook it right here. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. But she in here whooping up a storm, man.
True. Cause you got noodles on. What you got? What you got? Noodles on the stove?
Wait, no, that was green beans. That green bean. No,
Hey.
that little beef flakes right there.
Hey. Yeah, y'all gonna. I know y'all from the ball tonight.
Boy, you not know what time it is. I about to have 3 layer foot tonight.
Let me see. No, it's. I ain't gonna lie. I can't tell you if it's more or less, but that's a great guess. That's definitely a great guess. I'll tell you where you can find the answer. You can actually find the answer in the Texas called Yamasi towns in the Low Country. Yeah, that's a PDF. It comes from the National Register. And in the National Registry, what they do is they tell you what towns are which, and they tell you where how they basically became known as Yamasi. They also tell you which ones weren't Yamasi and which ones, like I said, which became and those that stayed who they were. So yeah, we got two guests. We got Reese and his cousin. Cousin, I don't know your boy. Reese,
What's
y'all boy, you can
good,
introduce
man?
cuz or cuz can introduce himself. Y'all got the flow. Talk to me.
All good. I'm Tyler Hawkins. Um, I'm from Lexington, Kentucky. Yeah, I'm Reese's
What's up with
cousin.
your brother?
Hold on, but hey, bruh. So everybody in the family name start with some Thai shit.
Shit, there's a lot of us like that.
Yeah.
Either Ty or some with Reese.
Okay. So what's going on? Talk to me. How you doing? How y'all doing today?
Can't complain, man. Can't complain.
I'm still hungover from last night. I'm
Um,
I'm here with my head hurting.
That's Reese. Reese be having his
Yeah.
face in that girl butt. That's why he be. Yes, ma'am. Shonda, I got you. You can pick your
I
favorite
can't
too.
lie with you. I ain't hung over, Reese, but I definitely took. I was on that water last night, fire water last night, man. On that
Yeah, nah.
But yeah, man, that's what they don't understand, and they go they go learn the right way or they go learn the hard way.
All right, let me see. So talk to me. Y'all got questions? Y'all just want to sit on the panel and build, or
I
talk
got
to
a
me. Talk to me.
I got a question. So Reese has been telling me a lot about my culture, my indigenous, I guess, clan. I personally don't know much information about it or the history about my own lineage, and for obvious reasons. But so he told me that I am a part of the Chata clan or Chata tribe, however you want to go about it. Again, I am very inexperienced. I am not culturally sound by any of this. So, do you mind telling me a little more about that so I can therefore learn the history, culture, or just in general, honestly?
What I can tell you is I can point you to some ways to research or how to find out because I don't know.
That's all.
If
Yeah.
you right.
Yeah.
But I know what Reese old girl told me, right? Um, there are some connections to the Shatta through that bloodline, but I don't know if it's matrilineal. So the best thing you could do is begin your own research and or step in where Reese already started and y'all work together. I already know he
He's
got a
my
folder.
cousin. He's my
Talk
cousin
to
on my
me.
dad's side. So he's like with
Ah,
my
okay.
dad's mama.
Okay, perfect. But you start working on your daddy blood already though, right?
Yeah, I already done went back through her whole lineage.
All right, so as a favor, right, to your cousin, just shoot him whatever you got or everything you got, and you help him with, Reese help you understand what's going on that side of the family. Because what usually happen, bro, we go to school from day one. We do what we do. We do what we do. We do what we do. Not too many times, if it's not a priority of the family, you're not taught about the people in the family, right? So you got to make that your job. So whatever resources Reese has as far as that family, you start studying those and putting those together. Now, when it comes to learning about a tribe or the Shatta, I'm gonna tell you this, bro. You have to learn about the tribe from somebody that is Shatta because they actually live and practice it, right? Pa up here, Pa is Shatta, and Wild Fox comes on every now and then. But he's Shatta too. He actually their big red chief. He's their war chief, in fact.
Yeah.
So I can
I,
put you. So go ahead.
my fault. I was gonna say I actually talked to Wall Fox a little bit.
Oh, you did? Okay, talk
Yeah,
to me.
I'll
Okay,
be watching his like sometimes I watch his like lives on Facebook just to learn the
yeah,
language and the stuff that he be talking about. But that's really about it. I guess it's
yeah.
more or less I need a book or something like because I do like to read. So like no, that
Okay.
so that's something I guess I should really get into. But you're right though. I need to get more into it myself and do my own research. But Reese has
Now
been a
what?
great help for sure.
No, I'm already knowing what I'm on, bro, is excuse me, we're more on family research, right? So while I do own a lot of books, when it comes to knowing who you are, you really know that by way of your own work, right?
Yeah.
Um, by way of the blood. Now, when it comes to books dealing with the Shatta, I send Reese a couple books that I have that you can grab off Amazon. If you need any book that I send you, you either could get on Amazon and Barney's and Nobles. And and y'all and you'll be straight. You feel me? I don't
Yeah.
know why, bro. I seen that fucking TikTok dude say Barney's and Nobles, man. No fucking way. But yeah, Barnes and Nobles got every book you want, and Amazon got every book you need. So if you follow me on Instagram, I can shoot you some stuff there
Got
that'll help you. Ancestry.com is a good starting place because it has a lot of paperwork. But Reese will show you. Reese, this your job now. So you feel me? Help your cousin make sure your daddy family right. Because somebody got to be on that side working too, right? So that's a part of that union, bro. So just make sure your cuz know what he got going. And a good book, damn, I can't even tell you that book online. Say less, just follow me and I got you, brother.
heard you.
I
Now I
got
guess
you.
I got another question. Where you from?
I'm from Miami, bro.
Oh, where it sounded like I don't know who it was, but someone speaking sounded like they was from Louisiana.
Oh, you
Um,
talking about
You talking about Cream? Reem, I think he's
No,
from
he talking
uh
about
Carolina.
Paul. He
you
talking
talking
about
about
Paul.
Pa.
okay, Paul. Because I was gonna say I was just out there. I went to the HBC Southern in Baton Rouge, so I was just out there, kind of learning the culture. But I loved it out there, dog. But
So you was in Jaguar land. All right.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'm about to get
Yeah,
ready to
that's
come
right
down there
there.
for Mardi Gras, Paul.
Hey, let me know when
And
you
the
hit
whole
it
family
down
coming down
here.
there.
Let me know when you come down here. I'll be off all February. That's what Mardi Gras is. Matter of fact, I think it fall right after Valentine's Day. It's on the 17th.
You know, family, we gonna be down there.
Yeah. I can bring you to the mounds and everything that's down here. Most people don't even much know I brought Auntie Christina to the mounds down here, you know. And she was
Yeah.
like,
What
the
what what
mounds
what
right
mounds y'all
here.
I went to?
We
What
went
mound you took it
to
to?
we went to the Chapatula Mounds.
Oh, okay.
Hmm. Yep, yep. Took him to both of the Chapatula Mounds that's down here, right there in the Seventh Ward. You heard me? So yeah.
Let's see. Let's see. We don't have any more questions, and college football just kicked off. We good? Did y'all like the bill today, or I don't know. Talk to me. Somebody talk to me. What we doing?
I want to ask about
Man,
the
look,
what was the books you was talking about
Go
you was
back
supposed to
watch
do
the first
or
hour.
that I can pick from?
Oh yeah, you had one, two. You got the choice of two because you got one. So you can have the Children of the Sun. That's a short story about the shit about month. The Children of the Sun. That's the dispute. That's the dispute. Yeah, that's the tribal dispute book. It's a short text, just like Not So Cherokee, because you have Conquer and Cahokia, right? The first
Yeah,
one I put out. All right. Um, it extended, but you get to choose between Not So Cherokee and the Children of the Sun. That's up to you.
I guess I go with the not so Cherokee then.
All right. I'm gonna send that to you. I'm gonna send it to your phone. And then Shonda, send me the one you want. You got do I have the list? Let me pull up the list again. I be forgetting, bro. I got enough books to put out one every week, literally for until February. So many. So what we have we
look,
have
nephew just did another book to bust a motherfucker head that was on TikTok.
oh yeah, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm so loud with this shit. I wrote a book just to whoop somebody ass. Like just the debate, I wrote something. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna write an actual text, and I'm gonna write about 20, 30 pages and
So I'm like,
research.
what you doing, Neff? He said, I just got finished doing another compilation on. I'm like, damn.
Hey, so so we have the Uchi dispute. So that's the children of the sun. You have the night the white warrior fell, the real Seminoles, the lady and the conquistador, the red road. Those are what's left. And all of these are part of the red fire. So let's see, I'll say them again. We have the children of the sun that's available to be sent out. The night the white warrior fell, that's talking about William McIntosh. The real Seminole, that's talking about the Wale or the Iba'a, who were considered to be Cimarrones or Seminoles in the 1500s. So way before, um,
Before the
the
1700s.
yeah, facts. Cuz just got Not So Cherokee. We have the Lady and the Conquistador and the Red Road. It's something I wrote that I was writing, but I didn't add any art to it yet. This is oh yeah, from Iba'a to Wale. This one's about 2200 words. How many pages that come out to? Today, let me see, it come out to 11 pages. Okay. So yeah, they all nice size. They're short stories. The Red Fire is a compilation of many war stories or different stories that cause families to maybe change alliances or and it leads all the way into the modern day. So I started off with the book talking about the dispute where the tribes were arguing about who are the oldest. Conquering Cahokia, we kind of spoke about today with the Lenape coming into Cahokia. That was, and they all have time periods. So that's around your 800s, well, it's 800s Common Era to
Mhm.
about 16th century. Um, then after conquering Cahokia, you have um, the Red Road, and this is speaking on the Muskogee losing their war or that war to Cortez and those different groups finding their way into the east. The Lady and the Conquistador is dealing with the so-called Lady of Cofutachequi um, and Hernan de Soto or Ferdinand Soto, his proper name, right? Um, that goes into this book that we now know as Not So Cherokee. And Not So Cherokee deals with a people who are called so many names, right? Today you may know them as the Saponi, the Okanichi, the Tutilu, uh, the Shira, so many different groups. But at one point, the people who spoke the Hichiti language considered them to be peoples of a different speech. And this because of many of them didn't adopt the Yama language during the Green Corn or whatnot. So it talks about how that word, people of a different speech, Shilaki, became Cherokee and then mistranslated as Cherokee and caused the whole disconnection of people from their land and their culture, which was pre-Cherokee. Then you get into the Cimarrones, where these people start fighting back and they're being considered fugitives in their own land. From being Cimarrones, you go into books like the Night the White Warrior Fell. That's the 1800. Well, we have the Yamasee War, so we have a book about the Yamasee War. Then the Night the White Warrior Fell. The Yamasee War talks about the dark-skinned indigenous people who became disenfranchised. And in that text, we use different records, congressional records, to show where dark-skinned indigenous people were now being labeled as Negroes, Black, mulatto, etc. So the book is detailed, but it's a lot of there's other stories in there. It's about 8, 9 books that make up the Red Fire. So the complete book, the physical book will be out next month. But until then, I'll be dropping the short stories PDF weekly. That'll be every Sunday on Amazon. So tomorrow will be when um the dispute drop. So yeah. Anybody want to lead? You want to take us out? Cause I gotta bring this TV outside, big ass TV. I had to bring it outside and start setting up for later. So you want to take us out?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Once again, if you don't have the blue fire, you don't have the green fire, I suggest y'all get that. And when you get it, study it thoroughly. But guess what? If you use it and abuse it, just know what's coming behind it.
For real, dude.
Because you got people that take my nephew
Yeah.
information
Okay.
and they try to change it around like they've been talking about this and they haven't. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? So,
mm.
it's like what you doing, bro? What you doing? You know, but they tell on themselves. Just know that.
Yeah, they do. Like somebody said, oh, the Yama in the Wa'ili culture, and I'm like Wa'ili. I say, bro, you get that from me, like. But you know what? I'm not gonna argue with you. Thanks for sharing my shit because there's no book. in the world that you find those two words in the same book except mine. So to read
Mm-hmm.
my book and then to hop on the internet and teach something as if you found it is crazy. Like that's a foundational work. It's
Oh, he
different
found it all
from
right. He found it all right. He found it in your book. Yeah.
nah,
He
for
just
real though. For real though. But
yeah, they found it all right.
all I want is my credit for what's mine. That's it. And reason being is I've seen so many great people, even today, people who work in health, healers, healers today, they want everybody needs their credit. It's not good to take from somebody and regurgitate.
Mm,
Add your
mm,
own to it.
It's against
Add
the
your
mm.
own.
it's called plagiarism.
Yeah, it's plagiarism.
Right.
To take the Wali era, the Wa'ili era, nobody ever called it that. The Suwanuki era, nobody ever called it that but me. I put it in my book for a reason. Just like I
It just
said, and correct me if I'm wrong. There are no indigenous math books, are there?
nope.
Guess who's working on one?
You.
Yep, and
Don't tell
strictly in the
nobody.
language.
Don't tell nobody. Hold that down, bro.
Say less.
Oh, look,
Cause
it's
who knows?
already said and done. It's already said and stamped. So
The
by being
Cherokee
said
might
and
try to
stamped,
come out, man.
look, by being said and stamped, they can't do nothing about it. It's just like people in them didn't know what Stone Mountain, Georgia was until I said that it was a ceremonial place and that they had gold in that motherfucker. But yet you don't hear nobody saying that I said it. But I said it on one of my podcasts.
Man, as soon as you said that, everybody ass went to Stone Mountain.
Everybody went to Stone Mountain because it was this case. If that would have been, then why they didn't go to Stone Mountain with Professor J and them with their little militia went there to Stone Mountain when they went there that Saturday when the Klansmen wasn't there.
Hey, Unc say they little militia. Hey,
Hey, Paul.
That's when I came out and that's when I said it. I said they don't even much know the significance of Stone Mountain. I said they looking at it from the class, but I said, but that was one of our ceremonial sites that had gold.
Yeah, you did do facts. Facts.
Shit, next thing you
Hell
know,
nah.
and they still didn't know what to do up there because they don't have the information. They're not a B a la chi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow, Magnolia.
And they went up there and they went up there at the wrong time anyway.
Facts.
But hey, who
Facts.
am I?
Mm-mm-mm.
hmm But it's good to see them gathering though, but they didn't know what they was gathering for. But hey, at least they gathered.
Yeah, that what I was that's something I said. I was like, shit, at least people starting to come together. But
Right,
more than that, that shit about family, man. If you out there with a whole bunch of randoms, that shit ain't the same as being out there with your blood. And you
right,
can't nobody convince me otherwise.
right,
It ain't the same.
right.
Reese, I'm sending your copy right now. Check your phone. Let me make sure it's the make sure I get what's in there. Yeah, okay. I ain't gonna lie, man, my knuckles all messed up from last night. This is ridiculous. Hey, I just dropped that on you.
Very
Cuz
good.
I'm finna send you yours now. Matter of fact, I gotta hit you on Instagram. Get her. See, I got the books.
Oh
That
yeah,
I
man.
make her
This
one
this
of
was a hell of a fire. Man, look, I ain't never been on a live that been lives as yours and ours. You know, so yeah, you know, I don't know where Crane at, but he probably be cutting. But he's supposed to came on the
Yeah.
show before I went out
Yeah, cause
and
got a
everything.
couple heads. Cause got a couple heads in the house.
Yeah, 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 because he got to come and do a show with me and Auntie Christina.
Okay,
But yeah,
okay, okay. Hey,
but yeah,
hey.
we got everything on the records for the record on the record. You heard me?
Hey, who
Matter of
Yeah.
Third Eye
fact,
Nico was?
that's Sean. Hey,
All right, I
Sean.
thought so. I
Since
thought so.
since you showed me so much love on Instagram, comment the book you want, bro. I'm gonna send it to you. Comment the chapter you want out of the Red Fire, and I'll send it to you. That's what we gonna do. We reached 1,000 a day, and all of y'all and everybody that's here is the reason for it, right? So why not?
Correct. Congratulations.
Well, you had 1,000 known views today.
Nah, we got 1,000 for subs on YouTube, so that means I gotta drop a lot more on YouTube. But
Let's go. Let's go.
yeah, yeah. TikTok going up, YouTube going up. I got my own niche now. So all my views are real views. Like it ain't, how, like niggas be having doctorate views. Nah, all my views are official. So that means,
Organic.
yeah, like we can actually build a community bot free. And we stay
But look,
bot free, we stay hater free. You feel me? It's
but
all the
look, but
same.
you know what? But you know what? All those that were trying to block nephew, like when the dude say roll the corn, then everybody else, nephew say, oh, guess what? The people follow me now. I say,
Um,
see that? They
um,
know the truth. They know the real truth.
he can't block cause anyway. Cause every time he block him, he got done block him to get some more information.
Right, right, right.
cause like, hey, cause like eight of that boy, man, he can't breathe without him. He don't got shit to talk about if he keep him blocked. See, I'm gonna tell the cops the other day, I ought to block his ass. Now you can't see shit.
I told them they got
Hell
Wale.
no.
Oh, they got Wale picture up there, burning the candles to him, saying, "You are my secret master teacher." I'm not gonna tell nobody.
Them boys secret admirers.
Yeah, crazy. Bro, I know fool don't worship me, bro. Cause the Nick every time I drop a video, bro, this man drop the same exact video. It'd be like, damn, yo, boy, like you ain't even gonna hide that you taking my shit.
Right.
But it be like that. It be like that. Nigga got 100,000 followers, so they feel like they could say what they could just do what they want. But that's just 100,000 dummies to me. I take I
Yeah.
take I take my little 1K. You feel me? Like if you could mislead 100,000 motherfuckers, you definitely could kill 100,000 people.
Right.
You could mislead
Till
a
a
hundred
nephew,
thousand. What? You could starve 100,000.
the nephew say, "Oh, I saw on his page he a Mason. We don't fuck with Masons." And like, hold on, the lady who y'all called the
And
Red Bird,
them
she
niggas had
holding
me
up both of
rolling.
them.
That nigga said,
I
"You a
said,
Mason?" I say, "Bro, rare bird a Mason, but that's different." I say, "Hi, and me and her got the same master teacher." Uh-oh.
That's
Uh-oh.
crazy.
You don't know I was raised in the same lodge. Your green ass chief came out, and I got kicked out for exposing all the fake chiefs. Before,
Red Bird
bro,
up there
I
still
got
claiming she the
kicked out
Empress.
for expose, bro. That lady ain't shit but an old motherfucker who are messing with old niggas and using old information to confuse new niggas who are new to the old information. That makes sense. I hope
like
that
Chief
makes sense, bro.
Pontiac,
Yeah, that makes
like
sense.
Chief Pontiac. The boy,
Like
old
like
boy
Chief
say, Chief
Pontiac,
Pontiac
bro.
is my chief.
Fuck nigga say Chief Pontiac is my digital chief. What the
What?
fuck?
What?
Excuse me. What in the world? Excuse me, beautiful women that's tuned in. What do you mean he's your digital chief? So basically, he
Yep.
your digital daddy is what you calling him. Your daddy. What you call him? Your family ain't
Mm-mm.
Indian. Ain't nobody in your family talking that Indian shit. So you gotta call a nigga on the internet, yo big chief. The want to be Indian. Somebody gotta recognize me as Indian. My family don't wanna. I told my family we Indian and they don't agree. Did you bring them paperwork? Yeah, they say Negro and mulatto. You brought anything else? No, we were disenfranchised. Man, the people don't want to hear that shit. Y'all just might be African, bro. But you don't want to hear that though, bro. Niggas don't really want to hear that. Like, it really hurt niggas to know that they just might be African. And that's very unfortunate. The same dudes that'll tell you they ain't African, they tell you they Israelites in America is Egypt.
Hmm.
Think about it. Watch this. I'm gonna do this. I could do this right here. It's so simple. It's so simple. Let me scroll up on my work here. Simple. You never see these men in a natural capacity. Ain't no other man in that photo with me. It's my mother, my auntie, my wife, and my little cousin. But every time you see these dudes on the net, on his TikTok and all this shit, why they always by
They're
themselves?
around other dudes.
Yeah,
They're around other
because
dudes.
yeah, they're around other dudes or they by themselves in the house acting the ass. Remember the nigga Earth Speak say, they trying to break in my house. I'm the real Jaguar. I'm the real Bro, you are a fucking barber that DJs on Saturdays and you got a Caucasian mother, but you get on here and tell people to deny their admixture.
Hmm.
I know, it's Alex. Remember that nigga kicked me off the live? I joined Earth Speaks Live. I say, Alex, what's good, brother? Wanna kick my ass off. He kicked me off, cuz like, hey man, get up out of here, bro.
I didn't even know his mama was white.
Whenever you see a nigga and he turn his hand over like this, yo boy, and them nails is pale. Hey, that boy grandma been took through hell. That
Hmm.
boy's a pale man. Y'all can't see it in his face, bro. That is a European. That nigga Earth Speaks told somebody, he say, if you go against me, I'm gonna hold you in high treason.
High treason.
High treason. Hey, fool say, boy, you sound like a white man. Sound like a straight cracker. But
Mhm.
these, bro, a lot of these people, this shit is no different. You got to remember, see, in the 60s, they was putting the ops in the groups and having the ops take the groups down. Now they putting the ops online to start groups. So the whole group you a part of is some fed shit. Imagine getting hit with a RICO for pretending you Indian because you doing stupid shit with another nigga.
Hmm.
So now, if you
Hmm.
consider a black Indian, we're gonna put you on the United States hate groups list because the hate and the rhetoric that y'all teaching. They did that shit in 1740. Reem just sent it to me yesterday and broke it down for me. When they said, hey, Negroes and slaves mean the same thing. So
The
all
slave dealers,
niggas and
mulattoes.
mulatto, all that
Yeah.
shit mean nigga and it all means slave. But the slave race of Indians that's not at amity with this government, hey, they extinct.
Yep.
Simple. So
Killer.
niggas and slaves is
Say
one
that,
and the
nephew.
same.
That is,
I read
I've
you
been,
off. I
But
read your
you
ass off the books and everything.
come
no,
on,
I've been
cuz.
saying that.
So
That's in the South Carolina Slave Act.
that's
Huh?
40. Facts.
1740.
Facts. I've been dropping 1719. 1740 is what did it.
Yep.
Yeah.
1740 say fuck everybody.
Everybody.
See,
If you in
Yeah.
1719.
if you in the Lascars or goddamn
What? You ain't no more?
Moors or
What?
Asiatic, yeah, you ain't shit.
You ain't shit. So 1719, they telling you, look, but if a nigga got admixture, he a nigga. Fuck it. Simple.
Mm-hmm.
1730, they say, fuck it. All niggas and slaves is the same thing. Fuck it. The
Mm-hmm.
slave Indians, yeah, the slave Indians don't exist no more.
Yeah.
Slave Indians. Go find out what Indians was being enslaved.
Hmm. Hmm.
You know, find
Hmm.
something out.
The ones that look like niggas.
The nigga.
The ones that still here today that got
They
out.
So
said that was an ad, but they said it was an admixture, but it was an admixture all the time.
come on. So when you got niggas who don't have no admixture with Africans, but they were already considered to be niggas and or considered to be African. My question is, how do you know if that's a pre-Columbian or a post-Columbian or a post-contact African? You fucking don't.
Right. Right. Right.
And then what if the person not African at all? You said that you're going off of prima facie. Prima facie means by look, is Latin. Law is Latin. So anytime they switch some shit up
They
and you
went by
see that
looks.
shit, I'm talking about when the words are in italic, they're telling you that, hey, we speaking to you in English, but the law is Latin.
Mm-hmm.
This is why they use the word amity, because amity and Marie and Amy are the same. It means beloved. So if you are not beloved, if you are not a friend or a companion of this government, you are considered a nigger or a
Extinct.
slave Indian. And since you
And
are a
you extinct.
slave Indian,
You extinct.
slave Indians don't exist. They just slaves now.
Yeah, they just slaves.
Yep.
So now the number of Negroes on the plantation rise,
Raised up. Yep.
Yep.
Sure
and
did. Raised
then
up.
after it rise, it tripled because what? You follow the line or the lineage or the status of who?
The European.
Your mama. Remember, cause you
The
showed me
belly of the
your
law.
mama, the belly,
The belly of the law. The belly of the law. Or the law of
and
the
they
belly,
were,
I should say.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Because they say you are what your mama is. If your mama was a slave, you was a slave.
Mama's baby, daddy maybe.
Facts.
Uh-huh.
So now they, oh, you know what? All of them women over there, them Negroes, or they're part of the slave Indians. Slave Indians don't exist. They just slaves. They just Negroes. Now, boom, she done had 5 children. What that mean? See, ain't nobody take that into consideration either. Like, oh, bro, they nigga be talking like Shaq. Bro, it was 155,000 slaves. Out of that 165,000 people, how many families do you think existed? I don't think nobody ever be thinking about little shit like that neither.
And how many generations?
Facts. And what do people consider a generation? Is it 25 years or 50 years? Because if it's 50 years, if a generation is considered 50 years, which it should be between 47 and 50 years, that means that grandma, her baby, and you are in the same generation. Y'all not actually in separate generations, which
Mm-hmm.
could actually equate for the influx of people. Because I ain't gonna talk about it. I'm out. I'm out,
Hold on,
man.
wait. Hold on. Before you go
Nah,
out,
y'all,
before
nah, you can go.
Hold
I'm
on.
done. I'm done. Y'all could
Hold
go. I'm
on.
done. Just
Hey,
go,
look here.
man.
Go ahead. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. Go ahead.
Nah, go ahead, cuz. Go ahead.
wait, before y'all go,
Hey.
don't miss this. Don't miss this. Didn't that the Liberty Bell say that?
Huh? What'd you say, huh?
Hold
You
on.
breaking
Didn't it
up.
say, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. It said on the Liberty Bell dealing with Deuteronomy, it says that every 50 years the slaves were to go free. So if the slaves was enslaved for 400 years, right? That's a set of 450s. So why the slaves was never set free according to the book of Deuteronomy that they had on the Liberty Bell? Because remember, the 50 year is the 50th day of Jubilee, according to the Hebraic text. I just wanted to drop that out there.
All right.
Y'all see what I'm saying? Oh boy. Mm-mm-mm.
Hey,
Yep.
well, I was out there like this last night. All right, y'all, man. Peace, love y'all. Enjoy y'all weekend, man. Much love and thank
All right, all
everybody
right.
for tuning in.
Dosha, okay.
Hey, have Crane been on her? I,
Hell
No,
no.
not
No.
today.
oh damn! Hey, why
D
why don't
Dirt.
nobody ever want to be on live when it's their birthday, man?
Huh?
I say, why
Oh,
don't
well,
nobody
who's
ever
your
want to
Shoot.
be
birthday,
on live
Crane?
when it's their
It's
birthday?
Crane's birthday today?
Yeah,
Oh no, his birthday in the day, month.
yeah, it is.
No, his birthday.
It's tomorrow, ain't it? It's the second, ain't it?
Yeah, it's tomorrow. It's not the day. It's tomorrow.
Well, he's starting it off today.
He started it
Hell
off
yeah.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah, his birthday tomorrow. His birthday literally a month after mine.
Okay. So the second.
Yeah,
I
his
don't know why I
birthday
thought it was the
tomorrow.
first.
That's that Scorpio energy.
Matter of
All
fact,
right,
cause I ain't
everybody.
hearing
Y'all
but
have a
on here.
good
I
one.
ain't talked to them since last night. I about to call them once I get off here, man. Y'all boy, everybody be safe. Have a great weekend. Y'all subscribe to the channel. Get that red fire. Well, I lied. The red fire ain't come out yet. Get that blue fire, that green fire if you ain't get it yet.
It's a red fine too, cause it's on his way.
It's on the way though.
Let's see. Who should I have today? Say less. I ended on a good note. I'm gonna let Earth and Aaron Soul take us out. Love y'all, boy. Peace.
All right.
Rooted like a tree, roots down deep. Rooted like a tree, rooted in the mystery. Rooted like a tree, roots down deep. Rooted like a tree, rooted in the mystery. Everything will change, nothing stays the same. And through it all, my roots shall remain. Everything will change, nothing stays the same. And through it all, my roots shall remain. Rooted like a tree, roots down deep. Rooted like a tree, rooted in the mystery. Rooted like a tree, roots down deep. Rooted like a tree, rooted in the mystery. Everything will change, nothing stays the same. And through it all, my roots shall remain. Everything will change, nothing stays the same. And through it all, my roots shall remain. Rooted like a tree, roots down deep. Rooted like a tree, rooted in the mystery. Rooted like a tree, roots down deep. Rooted like a tree, rooted in the mystery. Everything will change, nothing stays the same. And through it all, my roots shall remain. Everything will change, nothing stays the same. And through it all, my roots shall remain. Rooted like a tree, roots down deep. Rooted like a tree, rooted in the mystery. Rooted like a tree, roots down deep. Rooted like a tree, rooted in the mystery. Everything will change, nothing stays the same. And through it all, my roots shall remain. Everything will change, nothing stays the same. And through it all, my roots shall remain. Everything shall remain. tree. Roots down deep, rooted like a tree, rooted in the mystery.